Hi, this is Robin, the Sudoku guy. This is my website, sudokuguy.com, and on this website there's all kinds of things that you can see when you scroll down. First of all, you come across many books that you can get, good deals, also frequently asked questions, and at the bottom there's a place for you to send me an email if you wish. So we're going to go straight now to the channel page, and you do that by click here for YouTube videos on the website. So here we are. Once you've pressed the button on my website, it'll take you to this page, which is what we call our channel page. And it's on this page, there's tons of stuff to look at. It's over 82 videos that I've produced, and it ranges from an introduction group to beginners class lessons to advanced lessons. And down here you've got popular ones. Here you've got over 35 Sudoku tutorials, and down at the very bottom you've got other things such as Sudoku for the kids. So the channel page has lots to choose from, but if you're a beginner, I do strongly recommend that you start off with the introduction and then go, say, to the beginner's lessons. Now, just for fun, let me show you how to get to the beginner's lessons. You'll notice on the left here there are 12 beginner's lessons. And if I go over here and click, we'll see, it comes up Play All. If I click on Play All, it takes you to lesson 1. Oh, I better stop the wobbly guy here. If you look over on the right hand side, oh boy, I look terrible. You'll see that there's a list of all the beginning lessons starting at lesson 1, and they go down to lesson 12 in sequence. And if I put the arrow on this bar on the side, I can drag it down so you can get access to all the lessons. Now, there are some very interesting things about the videos that we have on YouTube. There's lots of features that I'm finding people don't know about, so I'm just going to mention them in passing. Here we have the volume control, which some people have had trouble with. If I go along here a little further, we come to the CC, which means closed captions, or whenever I'm saying something, the actual words are translated into English, because that's what I'm trying to speak anyway. So let's just, for example, click on that, and you'll be able to see, I'll set it going, and you'll be able to see that what I'm saying comes up written on the captions. And if you see an ad like this, you're welcome to look at it. If you don't want to look at it, that's fine. Just click the cross there and it'll disappear on you. So that's one thing, the captions. But there's another really interesting feature of the captions, and that is this. If you go across to settings, you'll see if you click on settings, it comes up and says all kinds of things. But I want to show you this part. Subtitles, English, auto-generated. If you slide down a little bit, if you click on that rather, if you click on that, look what comes up. It says here, auto-translate. Now if you click on auto-translate, it can give you all kinds of different languages that it will translate for you. Google does it, and it's a wonderful system. Okay, so if your English is not your first language, that's a suggestion. Now over here on the right, I'm just going to the far right here, we can click there and it'll give you a big screen. Ooh, gee. And this big screen is really handy for those of you who have a small screen on your iPhone or something like that. It makes it much bigger, you can see it much better. And if you want to go back, you go back to where you crossed it, and go back to here, and back to where it was before. Now I'll be back in a second to tell you some more. Well, here we are with another section of this tutorial. In this case, I've gone to another lesson. It's lesson 7 at the beginners, and I want to point out a couple of very interesting things. If you look up on the top right hand corner here, see that little eye for information? If I click on it, see what happens. Woo! We've got all kinds of suggestions on what you could do if you wanted to. and if you click on those, that'll take you straight to that particular lesson. Okay, now if you want to get rid of that, you go up here and put it onto the cross and so on. It'll disappear on you. But see, another thing about this eye is that every now and then you'll see a white banner come up here with some suggestions that I give you. So that's another feature. That's what the little eye is for. And sometimes you'll see a little arrow there. That means you can share this with somebody else if you want. Now, I want to point out this section down in here. See here the name Sudoku Guy? Now, you may come to my channel page via my website, but you could also go Google, YouTube, and it comes up on Google with a whole list of, say, videos, but they're not necessarily in order. And let's say you look at one of those and then you'd like to go to another one. Here's what I suggest. Underneath a video, you'll see this, my sketch and the Sudoku guy. You notice it becomes a hand. If you click on that one, it will change to my channel page. And so you're back to where all the choices. And so what I'm going to do now is very briefly go to another lesson. Let's say we'll go to lesson 1 just for fun. Here we are. And the ad comes on, of course. And you have a choice. Once it's finished here, you can skip it if you wish. So there's a wobbly guy again. Okay, I'd like to show you now. If I click on this one here, it will come up with that lesson. Okay, and this is lesson 1. And if I want to get rid of that one, I can stop it, and I can go down here to say to lesson 4. There's lesson 4. Click on that one, 2 clicks, and it'll take you to lesson 4. Now, what are the features of these videos is underneath here. And I'll be back in a second to tell you all about that. Now I'd like to show you some features below the videos. In this case, I'm going to scroll down, and here you'll see we've got some comments and descriptions under each of the videos, and it says here, show more. Well, if you click on there, you should be able to go down, and then the next thing you know, you've got all this information that's worthwhile reading. I find a lot of people that send me comments have not read this, so just as a suggestion, you've also got here a connection or a URL to take you back to the channel page, and here you've got a connection to take you to my Facebook page, and up here it takes you back to my web page. I want to say a few words of thanks. I really appreciate it. If you go further down, people have been making comments, and I've had hundreds of them. And these comments I always look at every day and answer them. Here's one that's really nice. Sandra says, "You are such a great teacher. I am watching all of your very informative videos. I have told quite a few people about them. Thank you so much." And thank you too, Sandra. You make me feel good. So that's a little bit of more information. Now, I want to tell you something about what YouTube is doing for the end of videos. It's really neat. Here you have, I've taken the video right to the very end, and towards the very end, you'll see this little icon, Sudoku icon, come up. If you click on that, it gives you the chance to subscribe. And if you subscribe, it just simply means that once a month when I put up a new tutorial, you will be notified by YouTube. Okay, there's a couple of other things here as well. I'll set it going and we'll show you what I mean. Okay, so you see this one where you can subscribe. Now there's also this one that comes up, and you can also subscribe there. And at the very end of the video, we put these screens up, so you get some idea where to go next. And if you click on it, it'll take you there. So that's it. It's been great sharing some of the features of videos on YouTube with you. Bye for now.